All right, so this is a little like practice technique that I've been doing for a while that's helped my look ahead, and also just like finding pieces and solutions a little bit as well. And it's basically like you do an example solve, but you don't, it's like not recorded or anything, so you're just sort of doing it for yourself. So the way it works is like you just go through solve like an example solve, and then in a lot of the example solves that I've watched, people will sort of like if they see a piece that's part of a pair, they'll point it out. So it's like you do that, and then what this does is it like helps you sort of while you're doing pairs. If you're pointing those out in example solves, then they'll sort of be easier. Like if you sort of see one in an actual solve, you'll sort of notice it more easily, I guess. So like normally you wouldn't record this kind of thing because it's not like an example solve, but in this case, since I'm recording it, it will just be an example solve. But I'll sort of also show how it's like can be helpful, right? So anyways, in this we have the cross pieces here, 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 and here. So this cross is pretty easy, right? So you just like I would do that and then put that next to green, the red and green pieces, and then we have the purple and yellow, so we can put yellow in and then put purple like that. And I also see this corner right here, so then we can solve the cross, right? And I see these two pieces, but they're really bad because they're both in slots. So I'm gonna look at that. I see these two, and then these, like these three. So I'm gonna start. So the only ones that can actually turn into a pair right here. Well, there's obviously these two, but they're bad. So I'll do green and red. So that's just like that. And then now I can do like a little rotation because again, from here, I don't see any easy pairs. So rotate, and then I see these two. So then now I can see that there's these two that make a pair, or these two. Right? They're purple and green, or red and blue. So I'll do red and blue because it seems easier. And then now I can do purple and green. So now, yeah, now I guess I see these three pieces. So we can just do blue and yellow first, because I mean we have to because that's in the slot. And then we can do yellow and purple. And then now I can start, before I do this, I start trying to look around to see if I notice any of my first like S2L pieces. So I see these two pieces. So I do blue first. So that's like this sort of like whole section. So we have these two pieces, this piece, this corner. This is edge, right? So we can do that. And then now I can make this pair and then make this block. And then now I have this. It's kind of interesting. So it's like make that block as well. And then here's this corner. So now I'm just looking for the edge. So I know it's not this because if it was, I would have noticed and pointed it out. And then this piece, right? So that's the only other piece that has green on it that isn't this one or the green yellow, because right. So we can do that and then solve that, and then I see this piece and these. Right. So we do that, and then I can make this pair and then put it in. So what you'll notice about this is it's sort of still quite like flowing. Like it's not like I'm sort of pausing in between the pairs. Like I'm pausing my turning, but I'm not pausing sort of my looking around, which like in a solve, if you are pausing during like in a solve, if you're not pausing like looking around for pieces, then you won't really be pausing in your turning ever. At least not that much. So that's sort of how this like is helpful, because what you're doing is you're basically with look ahead, you want to try to look around for pieces that aren't what you're solving. And in this, you're basically just doing that, where like you're not fully solving a pair and then looking around for pieces. You're sort of looking around for a bunch of pieces and then starting to solve like a pair or a block or something like that. And then while you're doing that, you're still looking around. So right, I see these two, and then I know that like all of the pieces for my next S2L block are like right here, which is pretty helpful. That's probably not the best way to do the beige green pair, but whatever. So we're gonna do that, and then since this edge is already sort of in this sort of part, I'll do a pseudo block like that, and then I know these two are the last pieces, and then I also see this pair. So I might like do something like that just to keep that pair intact, and then we can make a block. Oops. And then do that pair like that, and then that's easy 3x3 transfer. Got a dot case. I don't actually know this case. And then this is another case that I don't know. So last layer was not very good, but the solve was good.